Welcome to my Sd.Kfz.251 Hanomag by Das Werk in 1/16 scale. This is an interesting kit, definitely not for the faint of heart, but completely enjoyable. I did lose my patience at some times and had to set it aside, but that's always a good idea. I built it straight out of the box with a few minor changes, some Aber upgrades to one of the machine guns, and I added real wood for the benches inside. The crew I found off of a site on eBay. They're not the best, and I'm not the best figure painter, but they still add something to a very interesting kit. The instructions are clear, but not very intuitive. It would have been nice to have some written descriptions and tips on what to do in certain spots. I tried my best dry fitting when I had to, and it all worked out in the end. But as I say, the instructions are not very intuitive. I painted the beast as I went along, as that's probably the only way to do it with such an intricate interior detail. That was pretty enjoyable. Tried to find the original colors online. They seemed to vary a lot, but there were numerous pictures, and of course you can't go by monitor color, so I got as close as I thought I could. The interior was a very challenging endeavor. I did have some troubles at points. I see a lot of people online are actually skipping the interior because they're not going to see it anywhere. But I thought if you wanted to do this, perhaps the trumpeter kit, which doesn't have the interior, would have been a better option. After the interior is finished, the rest of the kit is fairly straightforward. I added the decals for the dashboard and put in the base plates, fitting it as best as I could. I tried to put them in there so that I could remove them, that after you remove the crew and all the base plates, the interior would be visible. This is possible, and a bit of a nuisance, but it can be done if you have somebody really keen on wanting to see the interior. These are the wooden benches, leftover woods from a ship build that I had a while back. I painted this kit seats black so that you could see space between the slats. That carried on to finishing up the rest of the kit. As you can see, I'm adding the outer walls and painting the undercoat. Most of the kit I painted by hand, but the final paint jobs I did with my airbrush. I'm not a big user of an airbrush. I find it difficult sometimes, but these parts need to be airbrushed as opposed to hand painted, since the original was airbrushed by maintenance crews and the crews in the field. This was a very enjoyable kit to build. There was some frustration, but mostly, again, with the intuitiveness of the instructions. I think it adds to anybody's collection as a very well thought out kit, and I think you will enjoy it.